in a particular place in Nigeria that they want to exterminate Christianity, the place that is the home place of Islam, the place that is the home place of Muslims, and the few Christians that are there now say they want to exterminate them. Where those who are killing, they do not ask of any name, they do not ask of any religion, they just kill at random, they just kill at anyhow they want it, and you now say that they want to exterminate Christianity. Even in Yoruba tradition, there is a particular line of Yoruba tradition that confirm that Islam and traditional religion has been there before the coming of Christianity. And they used to put it, let me put it the way they put it in Yoruba. They say, Aye labaye, Aye labafa, Aye labamale, Ọ̀sán gangan ni ìgbàgbọ́ wọlé. It means that Islam has been there since the beginning of the world. Traditionalists has also been there since the beginning of the world. They say it is before our own eyes that we saw Christianity coming to our land. Meaning to tell you that they are the youngest one in our country as far as our country is concerned. And they cannot say they are the one that controls us. Religion during the colonial period. Around the 19th century, when the colonial master came, things began to change. I must quickly say that the colonial masters, they came with three purposes. For those who don't know, just for three purposes they have come. Number one is economy, and number two is adventure, and number three, which is the most important thing, is to stop the spread of Islam. As at the time they came, the late 17th century, the late 18th century, Islam was the one controlling every aspect of what is now known of West Africa. But they knew that if Islam should allow to continue like that, in the next 100 years, there might not be a single place where Christianity will be evolving, or they will say, perhaps many of us don't know. The essence of Christianity in their hand, it is just a tool to be able to cheat whenever they want to cheat. When the colonial masters came, they began to establish what is now known as Western schools. In the schools established, they don't admit the Muslim children unless they change their religion and their names. It leads to massive Christianization of most Muslims, especially in Yoruba land. Then the Yoruba Muslims began to plan for them. Although it was not an organized one, in most parts of Nigeria, they established schools, they established hospitals in the name of churches, e.g., St. Barnabas College, St. Barnabas Hospital, Our Lady of Fatima, etc., all to serve as psychological and physiological warfare on the personality of the Muslims. Then, during the transition from the colonial rule to the early independent years, the Muslims began to be proactive but peaceful in fighting the Christianization of the polity and the all other aspects. Perhaps this was the first time when our then Prime Minister, Tafawa Balewa, decided that Islam must be very organized, and that is why he called for the establishment of Jamaatul Nasrul Islam. And that is how today, if you look at the organization of Jamaatul Nasrul Islam, it looks like government property, whereas it is not. But because Balewa was passionate about Islam, and that is what led to the establishment of Jamaatul Nasrul Islam. But before that time, there used to be an organization in Yoruba land. They call it the Ansarudeen Society of Nigeria, which was established since 1923. And around 1957, the Ansarudeen leaders, they forced the colonial masters and the premier of the Western region that they must establish Islamic schools. They refused to establish, but they now said, if you are not going to establish schools in the name of Islam, you must introduce the teaching of Islamic studies in government schools. And that was why we have Islamic studies and Arabic in most of our schools in Yoruba land. I can tell people with pride and with gratitude to Allah that my father and our fathers are one of those that started teaching that in 1957. Secondly, the Muslim under a first but highly exposed and well-educated Sheikh Al-Kinla, many of us might not know, established the first and the only Islamic party in Nigeria, the Hizbullah Legali. If you go to Ibadan today, there is a school called HLA. The meaning of HLA is Hizbullah Legali, because they do not have so much political power. But they really made a lot of impact when the politicians discovered that The way Hezbollah was going, they will take over Western region in the name of Islam. They establish another Islamic organization to suppress Hezbollah legally. I will not mention the name of that organization that was established. You can go and find out by yourself. They use it to suppress the Hezbollah legally. Today, there is no that organization, but their children, their impact is still working up to today. In the late independence years,